Good evening. How are you this evening? I'm Roma. Welcome to Tea with the Druid, January 4th, 2021. Brought to you by the Order of Bards, Ovates, and Druids. I see you all coming in from all over the place saying Happy New Year from Birmingham, from Oregon, from Poland, from Montana. Wow, I'm intimidated. I'm intimidated, but I've met many of you before, and I'm very happy to be back. Philip asked me to do this Tea with the Druid with you tonight, and I'm excited about that. And I've been thinking about the New Year's, and everybody's kind of hyped up this New Year's. It was like the end of 2020, the year of the horrible, and now we're going to have 2021, and it's going to get better, except that we don't know what better is going to be. We don't know what it's going to look like. And for many of us, we don't know when better is going to come and if it's going to be better enough. So we live in very uncertain times. And when I was thinking about this, I was thinking about the Celtic saints. My favorite stories in all of this are the Celtic saints who get in their little leather boats, St. Brendan and all of them get in these little leather boats, and they push off into the North Atlantic Sea, away from their familiar world, with no map and with destinations unknown. And they just set off. And in a way, I thought, geez, that's how I feel sometimes about 2021 and beyond. I don't have a map of this. We don't have a map of this, and we don't know what our destination is going to look like if we call the future our destination. So I thought tonight I would take you on a journey, an Immrama, they called it in the Celtic world, an Immrama, a journey like a little Celtic saint journey, a peregrination. And we do this sort of mentally, meditationally. And for those of you who don't feel like closing your eyes and doing it as a meditation as I lead it, just you can wait and do it on your own tomorrow, and you can just listen to it as a story tonight. But I thought we would take this little journey, and then when we come back from the journey, I'll read you a little poem and we'll have a happy new year. Okay? So, if you want to go on the journey, I would suggest that you close your eyes and start to calm yourself down, let go of the blah blah of the day. Start to think about your breathing. Breathe 4 in, hold for 4, 4 out, 4 in, hold for 4, 4 out, just letting yourself settle, keeping your eyes closed. 4 in, hold for 4, 4 out. And now imagine that you are going to leave your room where you are now in your mind. You're going to leave your room, going to go out the door. And as soon as you get outside, you see a path. And you follow the path along as it winds, and it's going to wind up to the top of a little hill. And as you go, take a look at what's around you. What does the path look like? Is it made out of rocks? Is it made out of sand? Is it made out of grass? You can hear the sound of the sea in the distance. You might even be able to smell the sea from here. Breathing. And then you get to the top of the little hill, And you find yourself there on the top of the hill with a little pack on your back, looking down to an estuary, down where the river below you runs to the sea. And there you see a boat being made ready just for you. So you take one last moment, take a farewell look around where you came from, your home, your familiar surroundings, your community of friends. You see that there are some people gathered down there ready to see you off on your journey. And just enjoy looking around at what you have and where you are. And then when you're ready, you walk down the hill over to the river and you get on the boat. Get into the little boat, settle into the boat, and as soon as you're set, you're pushed off and begin to float down the river. The current is strong, so you have to guide your boat out into the outgoing tide. Okay. So feel the pull of the river, feel the outgoing tide, steady your boat so that you're headed directly for the sea. Get your position straight. Feel the strength of the river underneath you, guiding your boat into the outgoing tide. And when you reach the sea, when you cross from the fresh water of the river into the sea, when you reach the sea, the minute the waves begin, there you must surrender to what will be. This is your Immrama. Wherever the boat leads you, you must go. It will be meant. You're meant to go. So in your boat, you sail out into the wide, ever-changing sea. And not too far along, you find yourself in impenetrable fog. You cannot see anything. You cannot see where you're going. All you can do is stay in your boat, ride the wave as you move within this impenetrable fog. And when at last it lifts, you sail on. You sail across the wide, empty, seemingly empty ocean, out beyond where anyone lives, out beyond where there may be dragons. And you experience the huge waves and the lashings of a storm. Foundering seas, they call them, foundering seas. Huge storm with the clouds and the rolling waves, almost as big as your little boat. And you ride through the storm. And when at last it passes, you see sunbreaks and rainbows, and yet you still sail on. And seabirds soar overhead, and at times you're accompanied by dolphins And at some point, a whale travels along beside you and sometimes dives underneath your boat and even lifts it up a bit and then stays alongside you as you go for a very long ways. So you sail on until at long last you see an island on the horizon. Land. Unfamiliar, but land. So you sail until you come to its sheltered cove, and you pull your boat into the sheltered cove and disembark onto this island. Now, this is the island of birds. Hundreds and hundreds of beautiful white birds fill every tree. Every branch of every tree is filled with these beautiful white birds. And the voice of these birds sounds like the tinkling of bells. Every time they make a bird call, it feels like the whole tree is just covered with bells, white birds and bells. And you are enchanted by their song. It is so beautiful. And you're able to rest here. Take a break. Listen to the birds until it's time to go. And as you get in your boat, a being approaches you, an inhabitant of this beautiful island. And without a word, this being blesses you and gives you a small box with a gift inside. You stow the gift in your boat, get yourself set, and set out for the return journey home. One of the singing birds flies right in front of you as you sail, right in front of the bow of your ship, guiding you safely across the sea. And the whale that you saw earlier comes alongside again to accompany you as you travel. And time passes quickly as you sail over the sea toward home. And then you find yourself coming once again into the estuary from where you set out. As your boat is borne in on the incoming tide, the bird dips her wings in farewell and flies away. And the whale turns back to the sea. And you see your friends and your loved ones waiting to greet you and welcome you home. You bring your boat safely in, but before you step onto land, you remember the little gift box, and you open it, and you find the blessing gift that you've been given. This is yours to keep for whenever you encounter uncertainty. You put it in your pocket and disembark. You greet your friends and loved ones, and perhaps tell them that you'll tell them the tales of your journey later around the fire. And when you are ready, you walk back up the path, over the hill, to your home, and once again enter your room and sit for just a moment thinking about your journey, thinking about what you experienced out on the wide and open sea, and think about the Isle of the Birds, and think about the story that you're going to tell. And when you're ready, open your eyes. Hello. Welcome back. Welcome back from the great voyage of the Celtic saints. Yes, I see that. I see you're getting gifts. Oh, a beautiful ring, beautiful gifts coming in. That's fantastic. That's fantastic. I thought I might close with a poem about peregrination. I wrote this poem a long time ago when I was on a journey, a soul's journey, kind of like this, although it wasn't on sea. And it goes like this. Peregrini. I am the map you strive so hard to read. I am the staff conveniently found near the dangerous crossing. I am your boots and the dust on your boots. I am the high breeze bringing the ice air from the mountain. I am the castle keep of your destination. I am the coracle upon the fearsome wave. I am the dragon rising from the deep. I am the petrel wheeling. I am your tiny knife, your one drop left of sweet water against a terrible thirst. I am your sextant, as I am your star. I am the dawn in this unfamiliar place. I am the glory paths you see from sun through clouds to streets below. I am the coming rain. I am the night without dreams in a strange bed. Pilgrim, when you return to tell your story, all your tales shall be of me. Even in your loneliness and fear, even as you stop to wipe your brow, I preen in all my dangerous beauty before your eyes. You are my adventure through myself. Thank you. And I want to read a couple of more of these comments about them. If you have time later to make a comment, that's fine. Philip and I read them in the morning and talk about them. And I want to tell you how much I appreciate being with you this evening, how I wish you all the very best in this coming year. As uncertain as it is, I have deep, deep faith that we're going to come through this and be stronger and better for it. So thank you. And find the thing to say good night.